When I started looking for a temporary job to buy myself some time while building my freelance business, I was mainly looking for remote positions because I felt like I didn't want to spend hours commuting to the office every day, and I feel like it's a waste of time. I was looking for something with low stress, something that wouldn't drain my energy, and most importantly, something that would serve its purpose. And that was providing a steady paycheck that could cover my living expenses while I worked on growing my freelance career. And I have to say that I got lucky, and after a couple of months of looking, I landed an office job. It wasn't really exactly what I wanted. The role required me to be present in the office like 3 days a week, but at that point, I didn't have much of a choice, so I accepted the offer. It was a typical 9 to 5 job, nothing exciting, nothing special, but it paid the bills. This wasn't my final destination, but it was necessary stop along the way. For the past few years, I was working remotely, and the thought of going back to commuting every day was more unsettling than I wanted to admit. It wasn't about having to wake up early in the morning because I've always been an early bird. Most mornings I'm already up around like 5 a.m. or so. I love those quiet hours before the world wakes up, when the streets are empty and I can enjoy my first cup of coffee. What really bothered me was the time spent commuting, as to me, this is a complete waste of time. Time has become one of the things I value the most. And the idea of losing a large part of it just sitting in the traffic made me really angry. And the other thing is that I'm an introvert, so I love working remotely. I feel more balanced and more focused. Well, like I said, the job wasn't exactly what I had envisioned for myself, but I was grateful for it. It gave me the stability, bought some time, and allowed me to keep working towards my goals. In the meanwhile, I couldn't stop thinking about my freelance journey and how I was actually going to make it work. And then a wonderful idea crossed my mind. What if I found a mentor or a coach who specialized in helping new freelancers? Sounded really awesome. Someone who could look at my situation objectively and point out what I was missing. Plus, help me to find the right direction. And I also realized I needed someone who truly understood what I was going through, someone I could talk to openly, get honest feedback, and who wasn't afraid to give me constructive criticism when needed. And I found a mentor who didn't just give me advice. She shared lessons learned from experience, and she helped me to avoid costly mistakes and gave me clarity when I felt completely lost. More importantly, she challenged me to think differently and to step outside my comfort zone, to stop focusing on every setback and start seeing the bigger picture. The biggest change wasn't just my strategy, but it was in my mindset. For the first time in months, I stopped feeling stuck and started believing that maybe I was capable of building the business I wanted after all. And don't forget to keep pushing your boundaries, embrace challenges, and never ever stop learning. Thanks for watching.